Exactly. It's like those girls. It's like those girls that you meet wherever you meet them, and then everything is jolly, whatever. You go, you sleep with them, and then boom, in the morning it's that thing. Gote, keep your mali, or else
Fonela
jail time. What the fuck? That's
Fonela Mapaputs. It's a fucked up thing.
I think it's similar to that.
Straightforward.
Just be straightforward from get go, yo. Like fucking.
You know, when I think of this situation, I think Samthing Soweto is a fucking master manipulator.
No, like I felt sorry for him in the beginning. But now that he got what he wanted, is that thing you're come on, my man. Like what Galen to about
the reason why they didn't put his name there is because they
both your parents have all combined. Doesn't matter who has the most money, but have all combined, they have the ability to do maybe good for you and put you in a comfortable state. I really feel like it's also your parents' responsibility to put you through a bit of hell in between so that you are a full-rounded person. Because I feel like the most dangerous thing you can ever do is put your kids in a cocoon.
Yes.
And then the day
you know what I think SA should do as well? It's finally that walk Hollywood where people have stars.
A walk of fame, nah?
Yeah. Even if it's not exactly like that, but
a concept, like a similar concept.
Like a monument. Because if you look at in the past, let's say 10 years, the amount of people we've lost when it comes to the entertainment, aka
10 years since COVID.
The only I just need a check. How am I? Pull up in the Benz. How am I? How am I? Roll up in patek. How am I? I just need those are not the lyrics.
Of course they are not.
Yeah, no, that is not true. But what is true is that the show has begun. So welcome to you. This is GSL the podcast. My name is Karen the uncle from the
ghetto.
Doing big things in the
city.
I like it for me and I like it for you. To my left, which is going to be your right, we got the boy. Mine easy, so easy, OGZ.
Yeah.
What's popping?
Everything is good, man.
The show wouldn't start unless we called you Mr.
50 fucked up.
I know that's right, Mr. 50 fucked up.
I know that's right.
Are you a bad busy? Oh, I thought you were gonna twerk clean.
Nah.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
I would give that to you. I wouldn't take that from you.
You'd give it to me and I'd take it from you.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Right. To my right, which is your left, we've got Lesotho Tunes. The man who I wish had a less ego. We also call him Mr. Pulsewave, and he's also Mr. Mazamula.
Mr. Chiki. Wow.
Mr. Tiki. Wow. Yeah, when are you catch on? Otherwise, Nandi?
It's Nandi, don't know.
Drop the beat. Mapoisa. Mapori. Nice. Behind the camera, we also have the Dark Knights, the Batman, someone who we never ask for anything because he's highly likely to say, no, man. And Home Affairs calls him Kagiso, but the only piece you'll know from him is a piece of your broken heart. Pop, baby. You can just get used to it and accept it now. You can't your way into life.
You saw how I embraced it.
If you're saying nah, man.
Embrace it as well.
And the VVIP of every episode, man, we like to introduce you is you.
Shit, I miss my cue.
I
miss my cue, man.
And the VVIP of every episode is you.
Yes,
Soldier boy,
You. Hey, you must come back, say, please. you don't mess around. Oh. Amiga ringa nawe kanje. Afere guys, don't forget to comment, share, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell or button so you can hear us coming down the street like the ice cream man. And wherever you at, man, kiss battle woods or keep on mamba. Simple. Keep on about.
Bastrata.
And like Mr. Broken Heart Pieces always says, man, it's the only time where it feels good to be off the streets.
Off the streets.
When you with us. So, makenga simnandi.
Ay, Simona.
Wrong into wrongy right.
Yeah, danko. That's why you for the streets.
Ngogopo sa siya shares. Asiya shares.
Soweto.
Tip Soweto.
Soldier.
Oh, you know that?
Ah, Kerry.
Hey, you two, I can put it past. I'm glad you don't know it. You look confused. You know that song.
I can tell it. I can tell you shares.
What's about you big gangster?
It does.
What's about you big gangster? What's your shares? What did you music tell?
But she's
The fact that I came to be because GB Gangsters is like a group, isn't it?
It's a group, yeah. No, but you know, Konje, what's their popular song? Abokhata. Shubile baba biza abokhata. Amapost satwana biza bobaba.
A party ain't a party till we figure abokhata.
That's a fucking jam, dog.
Yo, that was actually.
But why did Karen feel comfortable saying, I understand if you don't know it? What the fuck is she saying about you, dog?
Because he grew up with playing one Konji King. It's 104 days of no problem.
That is so not true. Wow.
It's better than a good way to spend it. Like baby.
Wow, Karen.
Discovering something that doesn't exist.
One eternity later.
So Phineas and Feb. Anyway, so I've got a question for the crew, all right? And my question is, do you think it's weird for someone to want to lose weight and use Ozempic?
And use?
Ozempic.
What's that?
Ozempic.
Okay.
What's that?
Ozempic.
Ozempic.
Huh?
Oh.
Ozempic.
Yeah,
So
but
Ozempic is
Oh, the
basically
pill.
like an insulin shot.
Oh, like
Yeah,
the
but yeah, but diabetic. But it's you can lose 10 kgs in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, one of the side effects.
What are the other side effects?
So the side effects, the most popular ones that people aren't really taking too seriously is because what the doctor said is that, yeah, sharp, it's great for weight loss, but you need to understand that this thing also is only making you lose weight because it thinks you are sick and there's something wrong with you. So what you're going to lose is you're going to lose bone density.
Oh.
You're going to lose your muscle density. Lose like your
Bone.
ability
That
bone
makes sense.
density.
Shit.
Yes, because
That makes sense.
deteriorator. So it accelerates the process of, and it's unreversible. You lose muscle mass, bone mass, and also it triggers your immune system. It lowers it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because in essence, it's like getting radiation of cancer.
Yeah.
Basically. So people are willing to
Just overlook
ignore,
that.
yes, for the weight
Like
loss.
steroids and shit, but what you man, don't want to be buff. They know you don't tell about kidney failure.
Yeah.
There's heart problems, but they ignore
do it
all of
anyway.
that just for that
That look.
aesthetic.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. So there's like a obviously if you do the process or if you undertake if you like undertake the process of trying to lose weight like properly, it takes time. But with like Ozempic,
It's quite
it could
rapid.
be like quicker,
Yeah.
you know, because with your body
Shit.
sometimes
More fucked up side effects like pancreatitis,
yes, like
inflammation of the pancreas,
Pancreas,
thyroid cancer,
yes.
diabetic retinopathy, what, but low blood sugar.
That's good.
Yeah, like it's causing another
Gallbladder
problem.
Guys,
Disease.
diabetes will literally kill you. So you are inflicting something that's trying to solve the diabetes you don't have.
Practically.
So if it goes and it tries to solve a problem you don't have, it creates
It
problems.
creates a
to
problem,
solve.
yeah.
But for me, I don't find it weird that people would use Ozempic to lose weight rather than going to gym. But to barata the shortcut, guys.
But besides...
True, but also, don't get me wrong. Besides
shortcuts, nah, you've got a point to say, yes, it's always nice to just get to it, as opposed to like taking the long route.
Yeah, having to put
But I
in the
think
work.
we live in a time where everybody's just really obsessed about how they look.
True.
And
it's because we're still young.
it's because we're still young. And I think the challenge as well is that the foods that we eat now are very quick to just get us on the other side of the scale. On top. So
The lifestyle in
it is expected, but at the same time, it's that thing. I don't even eat that much, but look at me, you know.
True.
And then now you are trying to work towards whatever. But I think image is a very important thing.
But you know how dangerous
nowadays.
that shit is?
It's
Besides the
very
side
dangerous.
effects,
It's probably
like-
even worse than the stories like you just mentioned, the
But
side effects
I
of
wanna-
steroids.
Like your insulin, so for what's about diabetic, the insulin resistance thing. Like you can just put in something smaller than a milligram onto the injector, then you can overdose from that shit.
True, because
Like you need to be
insulin,
precise with.
you
the
have to be very
measurement.
precise with it.
No,
Because
also
anything-
you only, by the way, just to clarify, you continue.
Mm-hmm.
You only get it through prescription. So it's like I get to be about insulin, yeah, diabetes. It's already it's either it comes in a thingy that you know or three short it's a or like ile packet.
So are you saying
So
this
you just
thing?
go car.
So what is this thing called again?
Ozempic.
Ozempic. Are you saying it's prescribed?
Yeah, you
So
can only
that
get it go
means-
doctor.
Are they getting it illegal? Because I
No,
don't think.
you can ask for it. Can't go doctor.
You can't.
You can.
Nah, but
I'm
it's,
telling
it's,
you, that's
I
what's
think,
happening right
I
now.
think that's
You
what's
can.
happening, but
Lose their
that's very
license.
wrong.
No,
They can lose
it's-
their license for
Guys,
that shit.
listen, I'm starting this topic because we are at a point where you can now get it at clicks. This guy, you can't.
Are you
click it.
fucking serious?
I'm a woman, yes, because I'm also at a point. I'm like, should I use?
Yeah, that's so wrong.
Wait,
That is
so
so
now
wrong.
Go to it's prescribed. Understand
If
you
it's
can get it-
above Schedule 3, then you should not be.
I was even on TikTok yesterday. So honestly, like, go clicks, go
Over the
discount,
counter.
go. Yes, there is now. So now the world is divided because other people are saying, guys, let insulin resistant people that are diabetic that need the medication use the medication.
Have it, yeah.
Other people are saying, no, we can do what we want. And now the medical field is just trying to make it
You know what's fucked
accessible to everyone because they're like, guys, it's sales.
Pharmaceutical
messed
companies
up?
don't give a fuck.
That's like for them it's
prices are gonna
sales.
skyrocket.
They are,
The white
and
people that
unfortunately,
actually
that
need
need it
The
exactly.
prices are gonna increase.
No, but it didn't start now, guys. I remember when I was like
But
a
now it's
baby.
becoming popular. Because if you watch about TikTok, Habakal wanted the hidden gems, the
It starts, yeah.
the prices start going up, and people that actually need it.
Are now going to suffer.
Yes, because why the end up thing of
They're not going to afford it anymore.
But weight loss is basically like a luxury,
Practically.
but having to live with it. I lose the weight, then they stop. For these people, they can't stop.
They can't stop.
I remember going through a phase in my life. I was still a kid. I didn't know it was Ozempic, but I knew my mom was taking shots for weight loss. She would do it. She would just like, and I knew my mom was not diabetic. But I was still very young. I think I was like 6, 7. And my mom was a very hot girl. My mom was like that girl for a very long time. And it's only doing, I'm like, oh, Ozempic. So for me, it's not a culture shock because I used to see my mom do it. The injection. So my mom was not doing anything illegal. She used to get those.
What I'm thinking is that even if it was not sold, there was definitely going to be a way to be for
Hence
for
how
people
awesome
to
this
get
is
hold of that.
South
They're getting it
Africa.
Because already lean people can get it.
But lean is a combination of. Cough mixture is not schedule. Well, it is a schedule, but it's a schedule that you can get over the counter.
Let's wrap it up, Ed.
Okay, yes,
Actually.
yes.
So what do you think? Do you think Ozempic is a good thing? Would you let your family or loved ones do it? Would you do it? Yes, no? No?
I wouldn't do it. Yes, I understand that we all want to just look good, and the quicker the better. However, with the side effects that were mentioned, I just feel like, hey, it's a bit dangerous.
Change your lifestyle. Simple as that.
It's a bit dangerous.
Don't be
Like
as quick, but
I would have said, hey, it's okay to go with it. You know, you want to get to it as soon as you want to. But yeah, with the side effects, I'm thinking maybe not. It's a bit lethal.
But I know people will definitely buy it anyway.
Dude, it's lethal to drink energy drink. We still drink it. That's why I'm just
Exactly.
like,
People will buy it
But
anyway.
maybe
We'll fight
the
over it.
chances are less than what this Ozempic things.
Yo, Naka's.
No, basically I'm saying,
And
any
also, it's not
medicine that is
sustainable.
prescribed,
If you
there's a reason it's prescribed.
Yeah.
It can
It's
go
for
wrong
specific
very
people.
quick. Because it works for you. You
Yeah.
find now my reactions will be more severe and it will take me to the hospital in a matter of hours
Definitely.
or months. So it doesn't mean because it's good for everyone else, it should be good for you. Because I think such medicine, the doctor should actually have a look at you. Or blood type, man, do you have high blood? Do you low? I mean, if it already reduces low blood and you're suffering from low blood,
like me, I've got terrible low blood.
you're asking for, because anemia
Ebola.
is very dangerous as well. You're asking for death, and so I just think even if you want to use it for weight loss, just at least I'm not test my.
But I think
That's what they
at
do.
some
They
point-
want, like, if a doctor says it's safe for you to use, you can use it. Like, but it's not like it doesn't have like harsh restrictions according to what I know. Where it's like you need to be diabetic to get it. You can get it as long as the doctor feels like it won't threaten.
But I think
But usually it's used for obese people.
yeah. So I think at some point they because what is the blue pill, the sex pill?
Steroid.
Viagra is. Also,
I don't even know what color it is. God damn.
so
Ooh, flex, Mr. Silver Bullet.
so apparently Viagra, how they found out actually it boosts the libido,
Groin.
right?
Oh,
How they
libido.
found out it's because I think they made the pill for something else,
Oh,
and then they were like
okay. It is
when
like,
they were testing the pill, and then
trial and error.
when they were asking those people, oh, okay, does it do what we actually made it for? They're like, nah, but it does this.
Let's
and they
go
were
with
like,
this.
oh shit, and then become a business. Then they sold it
Yeah.
for that.
Okay.
Then they scrapped out whatever
Because
that they made the
they're
pill
gonna
for.
battle,
So I think at some point those people that are making that Ozempic, they're gonna be like, shit, there's business here.
Apparently, that's how cornflakes are made.
It'll be like that, Vede. But how many people did Viagra take to the hospital?
Wait.
And it affects you because at some point your shit is not gonna.
I suspect.
I start without that.
Baba
thing.
get cardiac
Becomes
arrest because
dependent
now
on it.
they need to really, it's making blood flow if we
Shit.
why and shit.
So there's always a bad side to things. We can move on, ma'am.
Right. Speaking about bad sides of things and people dying, I think it's only respectful that we kick it off with acknowledging the tragic losses we've just like experienced. And I feel like there's a lot of people we didn't count because like Mama Konichume or who else passed after her? Someone very
Shit, kunje my baby, I saw that thing, mo show.
yeah, and then sis Jessica just passed away as well. You know her, right? The Xhosa lady. Oh, what's
Yeah,
happening now?
the poet.
Abatata.
Seriously,
She passed
our
away.
poetry.
Yeah, she just
She passed
as
away
well.
last week.
Yeah, she just passed on as well. Yo, Mapaputs just passed away as well. We also lost Kimang, the guy, the rapper. Like that is so. I don't even know that's his song, but
Yeah.
I like that you got the gist of what I was trying to say.
Yeah, my nigga.
What? Go. What song is that? No, there's a song he's popular for Konji King because
No, it's that.
is it everybody on it. Is it that guy?
Oh yes, that's the song.
And actually, it's so crazy because the
It's the
wife.
same song that Kagiso doesn't want to sing.
That's why I was like, is it that song? Because
It's that song.
and it's so crazy. I don't know if you guys saw the story around like he's passing because the wife was like, I took the kids to school. He was on the couch sleeping. Ngamumbesa. And then when I came back,
He was gone.
Serious.
He was gone, dog. Just from the
I think
couch.
that-
He was just napping on the couch. Kanka, the throw,
As much
Baby
as that's a
Raoul.
peaceful death, but that's also like a very sad death for those that really love you.
Exactly,
Because it's
because
like, okay,
traumatic.
accident to be like, okay,
And now
It's an
the
accident.
911 call is on the internet.
yeah.
Yeah. I never found them up on this battle. It's quite sad.
Guys, how do you get access like that? And then,
TMZ.
yeah, but what I'm saying is who would have leaked that?
Someone
No, so
they
when
sold it
I'm
to
actually-
TMZ.
Usebetsa call center ya bona emergency line ne. Haba phone ba fa address haba o checka surname. Wena o tlo jota TMZ o re hey ke na recording nka eng 50 score.
So that's what I wanted to hear. There's a mole inside 911.
Yeah,
who sold this
they're
probably.
always selling these things because
Couple
even
American
the
is sell to publication. I think this is why Corona back into like the Popular Act and all that to protect the people's information. Because now once that leaks, most South Africa are in shit. They also have the recordings, but they can't release them. I can say because the laws when it comes to
Now you can
But
sell
you can
them.
still sell them even though we have Poppy Act, because I can be anonymous. It can be a
but
mode.
the company
Kokena
that HIV and about to share, okay, who requested
Who
the
made
call?
that call? Yes.
Actually, yes.
And then you're
And
gonna
I
go
shall
under
go on
investigation.
LSG. Rona ba re suile 50 meter. Rona re batla that 50 meter damage to the name as well as your tronco.
That's
Sale
true.
Dubai
Extradition, chaka, but yeah, hey, it is quite sad, eh?
It's insane.
Mapaputs ba go isitse keng ena?
I don't really know
But
what the...
he
fell
was sick since last October last year.
Yes.
Guys, people are
And-
sick to fella.
And a couple of months back, people were saying he died, and he actually made a video telling people, no, I'm not dead.
Fuck.
I'm actually in Durban.
But what's what the lamfana?
Fana people killed.
And
South
then
people
Africa.
die.
So yeah, he was not well because Nanali Sfuba he couldn't even laugh. You know, Muto Tubiling, like for a long time, when they laugh, they cough. So he was speaking like that for a while now.
And Khobaza that TikTok video, it's ungavuma wena ukhathala.
So it was like something like long COVID. So
Yeah, but I think maybe it started before COVID because when he did that interview, Limek, he was already like that, and that interview was like 2 years ago.
Yes.
You.
Okay.
So you could tell this person utsubile for a very long time. Even my father was like that, but my father was not so bad. But he was also that person who like he can't laugh. When he laughs, then he needs to cough. And he needs to stop himself from laughing.
I'm laughing, yeah.
Because if he laughs, then he's gonna cough and he's not gonna stop coughing.
Yeah, discomfort.
So the reason why it looks like it came from Khutsu, that's because my father was a smoker for a very long time. Even when he was sick, he was still smoking.
Sure.
He was telling you like before almost. So I think it's that thing. But now, but he said he's been sick since last year October. So I don't even know what the sickness is, but I just know that thing.
shit. Because no tell the way buankati.
Yeah, like
pops bagatum
yeah, he
But
was
you can
speaking
hear
like
maybe
that
it's
now.
that voice,
Yeah.
But he's had that husky thing for even
But it
before.
Nah,
wasn't that
it was very
bad.
clear before. Now it was quite bad.
You get at me?
Now it was quite bad.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think not even trying to dwell on it like a lot, like RIP to all the people. I just really feel like it's sad because we've literally been losing someone every week.
Dog.
You know what I think SA should do as well? It's
The
finally that walk Hollywood where people have stars.
A walk
Oh.
of fame, nah?
Yeah. Even if it's not exactly like that, but if
But a
we have-
concept, like a similar
yeah,
concept.
like a monument. Because if you look at in the past, let's say 10 years, the amount of people we've lost when it comes to the AKA,
Yeah, I only 10 years since COVID.
The only
Gave
wall
only
of
10 years
fame,
since COVID.
the only place, actually, this is actually crazy. The South African Wall of Fame, I'm sorry if I sound insensitive.
Don't apologize.
Ke mabitlale yale. Go na le Walk of Fame ya di-celeb- sorry, guys.
Oh yes, go. What do they call them?
Ko mabitleng. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Heroes
Yeah,
Acres or something along those lines.
Mabitla a turang go-
Yeah, there's a graveyard where
You
the
can only-
celebrities
Like
on
grave site.
Yeah. Where you are only buried there if you're famous.
Yeah.
Like, or if you're like,
Okay.
if you're like legendary.
If you like,
So literally when you pass there, you see AKA, Akumzi Jezile, like all the big Patrick Shai,
okay.
that's where they are. And you can't get like, and because it go entrancing, it's,
Yeah.
you literally have to be
Top notch.
a god with a small G to be buried. So, but we also want to find a way to acknowledge the living as well, right? You just want to have a combination of like everyone who's been great. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
And whatever, even if we make those plugs, they must not be CB when you pay on. Sorry.
no, we need to make them
Attacking
like
us.
in a.
like about granite and it's put in a wall.
Yeah, in a wall.
Like wabona
Like-
Gaten Mackenzie since Kianawa sports and recreational. Like even I don't know where it could be central or whatever. Langkabana is not a small size, but a decent sized building where it can be like
On a wall, yeah.
Yeah. Music come, actors come, in come. I mean, even Libana Bato Balang drama, for instance, and they can take them. Maybe when I limit tour guide, the reason this person is legendary, 1, 2, 3. This is what they've done. This is
like a museum of some sort,
and the newer generation won't know what
who these people were.
And you know what I think? You know what I think the perfect place would be? Because with Hollywood, it makes sense because that's where the stars shoot, the studio, like on a little Paramount Pictures. So that's why it's there because of that. But I think the only building that would make perfect sense is the SABC. They must do that. Call the SABC. I promise you.
Okay.
Call the SABC.
Makes sense.
Because it's the South African broadcasting whatever. Yeah. I think it would be dope.
You know, I'm thinking
because all the radio stations
that's
are
where
there.
it's all started.
Yeah,
that's where they
and there's a lot of memories in that building.
Yeah.
Even though that company is
both bad and good.
Sing flames now.
But they can make money because now
and turn it to like a museum. That kind of
thing. Yeah, and maybe recover.
We must trademark this.
Exactly. Maybe recover TV license.
Yeah, then
they'll recover. Exactly. They'll fucking recover TV license money and stop fucking harassing us.
It's not station fare from National School of Arts. How about the school tours and whatnot? Bankaya Mo and like there's people babalang drama and all. But after Leon a high fare from there and all that shit. I think it will be very nice because there's now stars. Let's say Batloko Fetting in the 80s that I wouldn't watch their shows, but they were very detrimental in the success the South African industry. But we don't know of them. And it's not like Utama Bitlengabo or Monkey Man. But when it's there,
is it gonna be like a legendary thing? Like maybe obviously for it to happen, there needs to be like a criteria to it. So like are we only doing like legends, like someone who's probably like been like a household name?
Guys, I think we shouldn't give them ideas.
No, this is beautiful, guys.
It is beautiful.
They must do it anyway. They don't have money.
They don't have money.
Nah, they don't have money.
So my concept is that
you hate this.
I was about to say good
legends will have plaques.
I want to buy it.
But if this ever does happen,
then normal stars will be like in like a book. Let's say for example,
in a book, how I don't know.
Let's say Barry Lesejo Moses. Then there will be like a book where on a page.
What is your criteria for a normal star?
There will be a criteria. Maybe like.
Okay, so we are like normal stars, and then you get like the other bigger stars.
My friend.
Did I pull it too far? Okay.
Criteria for a normal star is us.
Come on,
that
guys.
Is Beyonce's the Milky Way, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can reach that normal. Unless you're saying normal as in like thingy, and then below that is us.
I think a normal star, if you're talking, because I feel like for you to be a celebrity or a star, I think that the phrase celebrity comes from being celebrated.
Yeah.
People don't celebrate when they see us. Even though every time we pull up, it's a good time, be realistic, tell yourself the truth. People like young boy, young star, you know what I mean? Like you
want the future.
You bring a buzz, and because it's human nature to like maybe want to celebrate someone, but there are some people that are such big stars that they can't hide the star. Like for example,
those are superstars.
We
are stars, they're superstars.
Moscow is nice. He's a superstar. You get what I mean? Like Connie Ferguson. I almost say I almost knew. I was shook. You almost traumatized me. You almost traumatized me. I was like, when? Yes, but RIP is good, is nice too and stuff, So I feel like the criteria would be someone who you feel like is an integral part of our heritage and history in South Africa. Because if you are a household name, like for example, you can't say Pa who and not know who that is.
Yeah.
If you're South African.
That's a fucking god.
You get what I mean?
That's a god. I forgot about it. That's a god.
Yes, I did as well.
That's a god.
But when she says Pau, I'm like,
it's a god.
Like,
Like, if you don't want to do a test of citizenship, you say Pahu, they don't know, they go home.
Citizenship. That's what they fucking should do at the borders. Like Pau.
Take it back. Karizo, did you want to just say
no, but that's what I'm saying. Such people need to be celebrated, guys. They need to be.
I love this concept. SABC, we just gave you something to do.
No, it was past.
No. Nelly cast.
African men go, Kimang.
Naliko, he's on Naliko zone.
No, he first
Zone
was
14.
at Sarafina as Crocodile.
Oh, yes, Serafina. And then where did he move?
And then he became a Chester season 2. Go Yizo.
Oh, Yizo.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right, so shout out SABC. We send this to you with love.
No,
and
SABC, you can't even afford this one. We're gonna do it ourselves. I wanna buy
We don't-
SABC, dog.
Okay.
It's a state-owned entity for a reason,
But they're
friend.
gonna sell that shit. It's not making money.
No, they can't sell it because now that obscures a lot of things. It just messes with a lot of things. But anyway, shout out to Kachi. So that is a great idea. SABC, please, let's have our own Wall of Fame that doesn't only celebrate or commemorate the people that have come before, but even the ones that are still living, because a lot of the people and the stars, guys, we actually, moving on to our next topic, I'm just going to start with saying we actually had a very emotional moment with Khuli Chana, and I didn't know he felt this way. So yesterday while he was performing, he said something like, yesterday, I mean last week Saturday when he was performing.
It's yesterday.
He said he played like a snippet, aka, and he was like, shout out to the only person who's ever given a fuck about me in the game. Okay, he didn't say fuck, he doesn't like swear. But he was like, he's the only person who cares about me in the game, who's like real about me. And then he played all the snippets. And I'm just like, you wouldn't assume someone like Khuli Chana feels left out, like in that way. And then it's just like, if there's someone who's always had my back and the only person in the industry actually who cared about me, whatever chance he got, he would shout my name.
And he's big. You wouldn't really expect that.
No, man, that's a tale.
I don't think it's tale.
It was a beautiful
there was
moment.
also a time when
Because he even asked us to give him like a moment of silence to celebrate him.
My man, there's a better way of saying someone was there for you by saying it, not sounding like other people now.
I think he's also very emotional about it. Because
Yes, it was a moment.
There was a time when Talez,
I know that
my man, there was a time when Talez was acting a little funny towards Khuli Chana. And now AK was somehow like caught in the middle.
Really?
Yes. AK was like somehow caught in the middle. But AK tried to just like squash it, nyana. But it was more on like, Talez's side to say, hey man, we're taking for you. You're my boy as well. Just relax on Twala. I just can't remember when, but obviously before he passed.
You know what I think? I think AKA was the closest he was with in the industry, apart from the Murafi niggas that he started with.
But I also feel like Khuli Chana put AKA on.
No.
He did.
No,
Oh
he
yes,
did.
yes. I wanted to say that. I thought you said it the other way around. Yes, he
No,
definitely,
Khuli Chana
because
put
he's the
AKA on.
first big feature. Well, there was also Pro on that song. I want it all.
I want it all from the guy.
So I think he's the first person that believed in AKA and his abilities, because he rapped and then he became Ivy League and started producing with his niggas, and then they were producing for Khuli Chana. While they were producing, AKA was like, listen, I want to come back, and then that's how he
And
got
I
the
think
feature.
they worked with each other for quite some time.
Mang,
Show
aka
Khuli. Where that show where they were judging, it was like idols but for rappers.
Vuzo Hustle.
Yeah, Vuzo Hustle, where they even judged together. So they were together for quite some time. And I think the reason he's saying that, now, the industry is full of fake niggas.
Yeah.
True.
And
That's
I think
true.
their relationship wasn't based on the foundation of fakeness, but it was genuine.
Yeah.
I think maybe both of you guys may be right. Maybe the way he phrased the only nigga, maybe you could have said the only genuine nigga or the genuine person I felt.
I could be exaggerating as well. You know me, right? But
even putting it like that is still the same thing. But you know what I think? I think probably AKA, because AKA was an asshole, right? Even though he was a fucking great musician. But he was an asshole that is known.
No, he
So
wasn't
he
an
was a
asshole.
proud asshole.
He wasn't an asshole.
What I want to say,
oh,
what
we
I
can
want to
sing
say,
together. We can talk together.
what I want to say is probably Khuli Chana is the only person or that has never fought with AKA, where there was never a break in between of their relationship. I think they've been close from day one up until he died.
So I think asshole is a harsh word. And I was telling
No, that's what. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it in a bad way. But he also used to acknowledge that
you
he's an
wouldn't kiss
asshole.
ass.
No.
Yeah.
No, he would tell it
Also
like it
in
is.
the sense of
he would tell it like it
He's
is.
very straightforward, and
Yeah,
anything
he
that's
wouldn't
going to be
kiss- he
fake
wouldn't
is going
sugarcoat
to
shit.
annoy him, and he's not going to be associated with
He
anything
doesn't
that's
care whether
fake.
he's on your payroll. If it's nonsense,
Exactly.
you're not safe from a story. He will come for you.
But yeah, we can. Yeah.
But I think Akiso has 2 cents because he really.
No. I was gonna say what you just said about Khuli Chana. In Hopota, what Tyrese and I choka 50 cents. Because you know that story how Tyrese, the wife, milked him for a large portion of, well, the ex-wife, milked him for a large portion of his money, and you like almost went into bankruptcy. Then 50 Cent child of talk. Skalkakanta love and money, it's a bad combination, but I see you down and out. Zwaga, like in a movie or series, let me plug you on so you can climb back up the ladder. And he's like, that's the only person that reached out to him, Arwamutusa. And I think last week or two, or last month, but recently, like, you know, it wasn't like a staged interview. You can tell maybe he's walking by and he bawled out in tears. I read that very same woman, Ankisa Court, I want to increase child maintenance and whatnot. I just the little money I have, and now trying to keep kupugise, about child support and whatnot. But not to derive, of course, but there will be those people in the industry, although by the public they'll be deemed assholes, but genuinely, when they look out,
they're real.
Yeah, they're real.
I think I've been in spaces like that, like a couple of times, with people that are share, but they are the villain. But when you're inside and when you know them, you understand why they are the villain. It's because they love so much
that they don't want to take bullshit.
If you're not willing to meet them on the same wavelength, they'll make your life a living hell, which is like little you. But anyway, we're going to talk about giving credit where it's due, which is something Soweto knows nothing about.
But who? Karen. What? Yeah?
Yes, bro. That was like a tongue twister. I'm trying to repeat it.
I'm trying to think who we giving credit, and then you said someone doesn't have it.
I said, let's talk about
I
giving...
got it.
I know.
I got it at the end.
But
I was just confused when you were building up.
I think we're talking about giving credit to where it's due. And something Soweto knows nothing about it because he was not given his credit. Wait, guys, the song is a confession to actually... Isn't it literally how it played out? Sing that. And that's why he didn't get credited.
Why? Who do you think made it puta?
What if next week I decide to start singing and then I said all these things about Phori and then...
Well, you've said things before, ma'am.
I've never, Phori, hated this one. I said you're amazing and I love your do-rags.
So let me build up that story, right? So this is based on everything that we've seen happen on the social media. I played that song on the Mix Mapiano, by the way. Just pause this video and go cue that video.
I thought you saying pause this, get out and go. I'm like, now they must stop watching this and go listen to pause it. But cue it, yeah.
So we've known about this song, right? So we first saw the live. You know, I'm a piano artist. When they do a jam, a proper jam, they go live and they preview the song.
Oh, like on Instagram live.
Yes.
Instagram live, okay.
So they preview the song. So that's where all of us saw the video of the song with Samthing Soweto in studio. There was Mass Music there. There was Howard there. I can't remember who else was there, right? So Howard is the guy that's on Ngempela with Java on the song Ngempela. Yeah, that guy. So he used to be signed by Mapaputs. They also had a fallout with Mapaputs at some point, but I think they're cool now. I don't know.
You apologize. I'm so sorry. I wanted to take your shoe because I felt like so. Okay. And I was like, I've got ADHD. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to do this so that they could see how nice your shoes are. I didn't think that was gonna happen, guys. Oh, I choke you. I'm so guys. I didn't mean to do that. Let's pretend it didn't happen because we don't have a lappy.
Let's continue. Let's finish the episode.
Oh, Jesus.
Shit, I forgot about it. Let me see.
No, I got your phone. Nothing happened.
Vala.
Oh, Nyasula. Hey, not me.
And kuningi ngoba
uwe and she had tell batho ka bobana
usually utella taka
It's like Shibile Tafulele. I'm thinking that whole thing was gone. Exactly. Meaning you must start drinking.
You know what? Fuck this shit. God, I told you.
Must start drinking.
No, Karen, don't feel bad.
I don't, but like that.
No, this was not gonna happen if you were drinking.
My man, Karen was going to Twala anyway.
Because my cup is finished and then give it to later.
Dog.
So where was I? So I was saying that they were on a live, right? So they previewed the song there on that live. And then a couple of months later, maybe a month later, a Boiler Room mix came out where Boiler Room was in the country and there was a Scorpion Kings mix there. So they actually played the song and everyone fell in love with the song, right? A couple of months went by. So they previewed that song probably like in June. Yeah. I think in May, right? So people keep on asking what's going on. When is the song coming? But the song had already been leaked because it was already on.
You are just Amalanga fan.
Yeah. So that's what they do actually. They leak the song first so that DJs can actually play it, then gains popularity.
Also, they make like someone stole it, then.
Yeah, it's like they give it to someone and then they put it on YouTube and then it becomes, they consume it. By the time it comes out, everyone is going to listen to it on the DSP.
So it's a strategy.
It is a strategy.
Okay.
So people kept on asking, when is the song coming out? At some point they asked, what's his name? Samthing Soweto. When is the song coming out? And then Samthing Soweto replied and said, when the right master share has been allocated. Shit. Right? Sharp. So the song, it delayed up until it came out during the week, right? Now in September. And that song has been out in the streets for like a couple of months now, right? So they drop the artwork of the song, This Is Mass Music, saying that Amalanga Fan is coming out. So everyone's credited there, including Mapaputs, but there's no Samthing Soweto. Samthing Soweto comes, put in a heartbreak emoji there. And then he did the same thing even on Insta, because I saw it from Twitter and from Insta, right? On the comments, he just dropped a heartbreak emoji there. The song drops. Well, before the song drops, social media is going berserk.
Up in arms.
What the fuck was Samthing Soweto? Actually, we like the song because of Samthing Soweto.
Yeah.
Was the name. Now, at first, I thought maybe they replaced Samthing Soweto with someone else. I first saw it from when Saul Penduga was replying on Twitter saying, Khuli, damn, I hope you guys solve it. Ne? The song drops. There's no Samthing Soweto. After the song drops and there's no Samthing Soweto, Mamela. Social media was fucking up in arms. They were coming at Phori Murdu. It's as if mass music is not even involved there. They were coming at Phori Murdu. Right? So when I'm reading the story behind...
That's the way. Now it's a sound on TikTok. Sorry, Phori.
So when Phori, and I also saw the same story from someone on Twitter, right? I think he's probably in the same camp. So when Phori says the story, they made the song. Well, the song was already made by Howard and Mass Music. Samthing Soweto came to the studio. When Samthing Soweto came to the studio, obviously when you come to the studio and you're a vocalist, they're probably going to play songs that they feel like these songs, this is what we have coming up.
You could chop it up.
No, these are the songs that we have coming up. And then Samthing Soweto had Amalanga Fan, he was like, fuck, this shit is dope. Can I hop? They were like, yeah, why not? Because it's Samthing Soweto, right? He hopped on, and then that was that. I think he left after, and then they previewed.
I think he left. I like how he's detailed about a thing he was not even there to witness. I just love it. Yes, man.
So he left, and then they continued on the song. I think they finished the song. On the snippet, they just played his verse or his chorus, Samthing Soweto's chorus, and then he left. And then when they were speaking now about the song coming out, and then Samthing Soweto came back and said, "Listen, I actually think I want a master share." How? A master share Zhuang, dog, because you found the song here. Pella, when you get a master share, it means you co-own the song, and you don't own the song.
It's a bit complicated.
You don't own the song. You asked to be on the song, so you should be getting your royalty share split shit somewhere there, not the master share. Samthing Soweto But something, so it was like, fuck no, that song is not coming out.
Yeah, that was a shitty music video. Hey, VK Magana type video.
Something Soweto was like, nah, fuck, that song is not coming out. I want my master share. So Phori is saying, Khuli, they actually got the lawyers involved, you know, trying to solve this thing. But something Soweto was like, nah, it's not fucking happening. Right? Because people kept on asking for the song for so long, they decided that, you know what, fuck it, people want this song. Let's just give it what he wants. He's a fucking diva, so let's give him, right? They give him, they tell him that, okay, sharp, we're giving you your master share then. Because, I mean, you bully us. So take it, right?
Ransom.
Sharp, we're giving it to you. When can we drop the song? Kept quiet.
Kept quiet.
They came back again. When can we drop the song, my nigga? You got what you wanted. Kept quiet.
Also him, my man.
Up
I was feeling okay.
Up until the day they decided to say we're dropping the song with that artwork during the week. Then the nigga is coming back with the heartbroken emojis.
Okay.
The last time they
Why is that?
The last time they spoke to him was when he wanted the share. They gave him the share, and then he never got back to them ever again.
Yeah, but not getting back is now like fucking.
You know, when I think of this situation, I think Samthing Soweto is a fucking master manipulator.
No, like I
narcissist.
felt sorry for him in the beginning.
He's
but now
a
that
fucking narcissist,
he got what he
that guy.
wanted, is that thing you're come on, my man. Like what Kaylin to about
The reason why they didn't put his name there is because they didn't get a go ahead from him. So they were like, we can't put this nigga's name here because he never said he wants to be part of this thing when it come out. Right? Mfana, I think that nigga is a fucking master manipulator because he made
People even coming out, they're like, you know what, before I used to think,
exactly,
because Phori already has that villain image.
Yeah.
But already automatically Phori wrong.
Mfana, everyone.
Baba picture something Soweto bare. And after I think it was the manager on the soil.
Oh, Babsi Postol, yes.
But basically they start bringing back the file. And about you know what, with this we need to apologize to Phori. Phori ha fuck up. But the villain in this issue is something so weird.
The same thing.
Wait,
Babsi
can you please get more expansion? What screenshot? What happened?
Let me explain what Babsi Postole said. So Babsi Postole had an interview with Mekji,
Yeah.
And then Mekji asked him, Khuli, something so it was part of the soil. So what happened there?
Didn't he start the soil?
Nah, they started the soil at school. All of them, they were at the same school.
But apparently he brought everyone together.
Nah, he probably told people that story. He's a manipulator, that guy. But anyway. So Babsi Postole says he signed the soil, right? With native rhythms, right? He signed the soil and they started recording the album. When they started recording the album, they recorded. So I think they were leading up to releasing the album. Signed the soil as a group. Then when the album was about to come out, Samthing Soweto comes back to Babsi Postole and he's like, Baba, Mina, I actually think I'm him. So I don't want a group contract. I want my separate contract as an individual. And these are my demands. So Babsi Postole is actually saying, Khuli, actually, I was like, hey, but I signed you guys as a group. So you think you are him?
Okay.
And then he says he actually had to go and speak to the people that he's running the label with to say, this guy wants this, do we give him or not? And then he actually says, okay, we had to give him whatever that he wanted. They actually gave it. So every time he does these demands, they actually give him. That's because he's fucking talented.
Yeah.
He's top tier.
Yeah.
Even Phori said on the live that, listen, every time I don't like working with you because you don't run your business properly. But when it comes to talent, my nigga, I can't blame you. That is why all of them, both Taliwong, he actually listed all of the niggas that are chopping his style. He was like, both Taliwong, all of these people are actually eating and you're not eating. That's because you are a fucked up person. He was saying that. That's because you are a fucked up person.
Only network is the network because I want a network.
Shit.
He said that. It's like you're not making things shake, not because of anything else. It's because you can't maintain the relationships. I want a relationship. So network there how it's because I want a network. Because everyone you work with, you fuck up. I saw the lights.
And now it's starting to sound like that's the case.
Babsi Postole was not even speaking malicious. He was saying, we already solved it. I think that they had a problem when that was happening with him. But at some point they solved the problem. So he was saying that, okay, actually we're okay now. But you understand that when many people are saying the same thing about you, maniga, come on. We know Phori is a fucked up person. But this one, you definitely did it.
No, it's spilling. So I'm going to push them in like this.
I'm kind tissue and Jack.
See? That's what I was saying. It's fine.
So that is the situation, guys. That's the context of the whole thing. And then Heavy K came as well. They did a song a couple of months back, Something Soweto. Something Soweto. See, Heavy K saying, let's shoot the music video, my guy. Something Soweto is quiet. Something Soweto is not getting back to him. So that's the situation. What do you think, Mane?
I think maybe he has Emperor's syndrome. Everywhere he goes.
Or emperors.
Like I don't understand why. And what I think is he waits for the time where he has their balls in their hand. Then he acts up.
It's like, okay.
Like if he came with that approach, Mapaputs said before he put on his verse, he wouldn't be acting up like that. Look at FK. If he said got a music video not he started acting up before Leader Soil, before Basaina Apple, now back the individual into high, he wouldn't have gotten those demands. So he knows he's really is that guy. Or he just has a fucked up personality. But then he waits until it's too late to either take him out or it's like this, which is a good strategy, but I think it's being executed wrong.
I don't even think it's a good strategy.
No, it's not.
It's like
just be upfront.
Exactly. It's like those girls. It's like those girls that you meet wherever you meet them, and then everything is jolly, whatever. You go, you sleep with them, and then boom, in the morning it's that thing. Gote, pute, keep imali. Or else
Fonela Mapoisa.
Time. What the fuck? That's
Fonela Mapoisa. It's a fucked up thing.
I think it's similar
just be
to that.
Straightforward.
Just be straightforward from get-go, yeah.
No, but business is not always operated around.
Yeah, but you can't fuck up people.
But come on,
yes,
man.
but what I'm saying is that the law and everything, but Mufa master share about who last year. Then Hasaba release. Then he runs to social media, fucking image even more.
Yeah.
You know, if on Kabbalah Libukaya Jay-Z decoded, it even says Jay-Z has fucked over everyone he's worked with. That's why he can't maintain relationships. But his execution is right. That's why he's eating off it. Yeah, no, and still fuck up your relationships. It doesn't make sense.
But you see, the thing is, it goes back to what I'm saying. To say, at the end of the day, you are going to get your money. And that's why maybe Jay-Z is probably rich in this instance. At the end of the day, Lena, that girl who's gonna cry or is threatening to cry rape in the event that you're not giving her money, she knows that she's gonna get her money at the end of the day. But how she's doing it, it's very wrong. Because you are fucking over people in the process of you trying to get whatever you're trying to get. So yes, I hear what you're saying, but I don't necessarily think it's a good business. Or how you should actually be rolling in business.
The other thing that...
That's why I'm sorry.
The other thing that Mapaputs was saying is that Yena, he doesn't mind being cancelled because he's going to come back. I think he has accepted Khuli. He's always going to be a villain, right? But he was crying for mass music. He was saying, no. That's because he cannot take everything that's been thrown on social media right now. And it's fucked up for someone that was demanding something and they actually gave it to him, and then he comes back and make people look bad.
What do you want? Yeah, like what do you want?
He had the song already.
What do you want? It's his song. What more do you want? That's the question. What more do you want?
What do you think?
We watched a tweet earlier. I think Phori said something. I'm gonna paraphrase. It's on site.
Hey, furniture moving around.
But Twitter bet at
No, guys, you're lying.
I think so.
No, is this real?
I think. Let me check what
No, are you for real? We need to move past this topic anyway.
Because my phone.
I'm not gonna say anything. It's because I understand. When you love someone and then you realize who they might be, and then you kind of like, So I don't want to add to it but now when you realize, because
Yeah, like,
the thing is, when a situation
you're
plays out like this,
disappointed, yeah.
there's no way it's everyone against him. Now it's just like, hey, you have a track record of like very weird people. And I think I don't want to say anything because I want to, in the back of my head, I'm like, why do you behave like this?
Exactly.
You know, like, because everything you guys are saying is valid in its own way. So I can't be the one to
that guy, when he speaks, when he sings, all of these things, you'd swear
they're not associated with him. Exactly.
He's very down to
earth, bruh. That's why when this shit came out, I was already thinking,
Phori.
I'm so regular sushi this time, type of thing. But now that, it's been broken down, it's like, fuck.
It's that thing I've once posted. I did tattoo everything. I've been a rap, owner.
Fucking dangerous, yeah, exactly.
John Legend.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's about an image matters.
Yeah, it looks gonna be deceiving.
Crazy.
Because even now, if Phori had a clean image, then they'll be actually looking at the contents of what they're fighting for. But most Batu that are going straight after Phori, it's because the already has that.
Yeah, you're right.
It makes sense to them. But there's people that still don't want to listen to reason.
Yes,
They're still
and the people
blaming.
that don't want to listen to reason are like Pastor Mboro telling his lawyers to fuck off when he.
Ntlweleng lona. Ntlweleng lona.
Like, stop what he did.
He won.
I will never ever forget that.
We want to go court. How about for judgment?
Bro, he's so fucking surprised. He's surprised like he was not there.
Please pay in context. You haven't spoken much today.
Who, me?
Yeah, just tell us Mboro. Like,
I'm not gonna break it down. Yeah. I think the last thing I probably saw was the whole butchering thing. The recent one I didn't really get to see. Like, I'm not gonna paint this one. I think you should paint it. I think you should paint it.
I think that little holding cell. And then when I can't hold. Bro. Video.
But that was also. But is he that powerful though?
Wait, okay, let's
go hell.
No,
Satan.
No, there's
another one.
I'm sorry, I can't pick this one.
In heaven.
I feel like they have the juice. Because they're saying things you don't even know.
in heaven.
You got the juice. Who got the juice?
Mboro has went to hell to fight the devil. And he came victorious.
With the devil's head.
Yeah, talk. And once, just to celebrate, I had to heaven.
He came with the pictures.
With photos.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious? Alright, let's go fucking
No, like
I'm telling you, dog.
No way.
Yeah.
When he was still playing on Soweto TV. Yeah, I remember that.
Mboro Kinja dog.
But he's fucking. It is real.
Nanta matimon through the vagina.
Yeah.
I had a biscuit.
biscuit.
I stomp a biscuit to matimon.
Oh my god.
Mamela.
The biscuit being the vulva, by the way.
How much is that? Nanta matimon got 4-5. I beat a fufuze.
Yeah.
You go way back when it's
He used to call it Vuzela, yeah.
So,
bro, there's some story. Paint this shit, though.
Okay, wait.
You got a history on this nigga,
So let's start over with how you even got to the point where he's in jail.
Yeah.
Because of the whole bullying thing with the kid. Can one of you paint the story nicely? Because I don't.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks back, he went to school with his son. They went there to demand. I don't know whether maybe it's the mother of the kids. So Kibanaba Wanai, ne?
So they're grandkids.
Yes. And then he went there with his no, I'm lying. I think it's the kids of the bodyguard, because he went there with the bodyguard. And then his kid was also there, his son. And then they were demanding the kids to be released to them. The bodyguard had an AKA, and then he had like pangas.
Machetes.
Yeah. No mabangaza by 10 minangi one. Ngaba slicer. Swing.
Oh, that's where it comes from.
It comes from there. Ngaba slicer. Swing. So that's when he got that's when he got arrested. and he's actually facing serious
Yeah,
charges.
he's facing fucking serious.
For 5 years. In
Yeah,
prison.
he's
But he didn't
facing
kill
serious.
anybody.
He didn't,
still-
but you can't go
But
to
remember-
a primary school with pangas.
It's like
One-
intent.
Also, what their cases, they don't load one cases. They pile up. So, maybe let's say we're talking about 5 charges. Maybe we charge in about 18 months, charge in 6 months, charge in 18.
Yeah.
But it's not like we like up.
Yeah, it's intent.
Intent of bodily harm, whatever the case is.
So he got
Oh,
arrested
maybe
then. And then,
Saba, maybe late.
and then when they keep on, so they denied him bail, right? So the reason why you see those pictures where he's like, it's because he's reacting to them telling the judge telling him that you're not getting bail, and these are your charges. And he actually never got bail, so he's still inside.
No, man, we want in Nakwele. The media's there. Mama puts a question and it's just going on. It's just going. Where I feel, oh, skabua. He goes on. Lawyer maybe came by 4 times. I think that when, go pata, nkwele. This is my life we're talking about.
Yeah, that's when he was like, and that's his lawyers.
He's
telling
fed
him
up
that.
now.
Yeah, he's fed up.
He wants to state his case.
I think he
But
feels
your
like
lawyers know better than you.
no. I think he feels
No,
like
he became
you guys
emotional.
didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm still inside. You didn't even get me bail.
Yeah, because lawyers' lives aren't as easy as inside and outside. There's a lot of nitty-gritties in between that they have to.
Yeah, but
You know.
we
But
also
honestly
need to-
speaking,
we also need to understand his side. So I think he feels
He's gonna
like
fuck
they
up
didn't
his
do
chances
anything.
even more. That's what they say. Because they're gonna use that content, what he's saying.
Yeah.
When it comes to
It's gonna be
Yeah,
used
to the
against him.
actual-
prosecutor's
yeah.
name case.
yeah.
That's why whenever you get arrested or whatever the thing is, the best thing, shut the fuck up. I mean, the Rico charge, Young Thug, have you heard him speak?
You can't
You
speak
have
there,
it.
man.
Once you pleb out,
Anything can be
you
used
fuck up
against you.
your total house.
That's true, because
when
even-
Okatwala, your whole case is based on Ori, you were not mentally sound. Then when now after Ori, but then that shows intent. Then it throws your whole case off.
Out, yeah.
That's true, because even Kokesing Senzo, the interview that Zandi made, they actually played it against her. And you said the other one was wearing this. But on this interview, you were saying they were wearing this. So which is which?
Yeah, the fucking cross-examination is another.
You're right. You're not supposed to say anything because it's going to be used against you.
And also, it makes it easier for you to lie.
I'm fine.
Because you have one story, you stick to it until the end, you finish.
Exactly.
Only you and the truth. That's good. I think we're going to just BDW because time is just like really not on our side.
Okay.
Can we just quickly jump to the Chicco thing? I think we have. Chicco. What's the story with Chicco Twala's son? I know something is going on there because it's trending news, but like, I really don't have context of these kinds of stories because they just.
So Chicco, he got his sons arrested, right? So he went to the States, I think a month ago, if I'm not mistaken. And then when he came back, he found out his son, Longway, the one that's involved in the Senzo case.
This Longway name is related to Chicco Twala.
Yeah, Longway Twala.
This Longway is everywhere.
So he found out that his son stole studio equipment.
How long had he gone to the States for?
I think he went there for like a couple of months.
Okay.
He found out how his son stole equipment, studio equipment, worth 200K.
That's it.
And the other
from
son,
the home or from the studio?
Hmm?
From the home? Okay.
I think it's home studio, if I'm not
Home
mistaken.
studio, okay.
Right, so he is saying he also got the other son arrested because I think he was also there.
An accomplice.
So he became an accomplice, and he's trying to teach the one that actually stole
the other.
a lesson. But unfortunately, because you were involved, go and learn
Now,
a lesson now in
same
case
thing.
you steal in
Yeah, as
future.
well.
So he was saying that yes, his son is a drug addict and he's a thief, but he's definitely not a murderer, a killer. When people keep on questioning him regarding the sense of killing,
Shit.
right? So he's saying his son has actually been struggling with drugs since he was 16. He's been an addict since he was 16. He has taken him to over 30 rehabs over the years. And he keeps on coming out, and then he maybe for a couple of months he'd be okay, and then he goes back. It became a thing. So he was like, you know what, I'm tired now. This one needs to just go in jail. Maybe that's where he's going to learn his lesson, because he's been 16 up until now. He's a typical celebrity kid, rich kid. He's been smoking since he was 16. That's crazy. And heavy drugs.
That's a lot of money, man.
And that's a lot of money. Now you need
Going
to
to
think
waste.
about the rehabs money. Over
Exactly.
30.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a fucking
Over
lot of money
30
for bullshit.
rehabs.
Yo.
And I don't understand how he got
But
into...
clearly he loved them, eh? He's fed up now.
He is.
He's sick of that shit, bro.
I think, and I just think as a parent, it's the only tangible example I can use are the two of you. As a parent, if you have like both mom and dad, whether they're together or not, and both your parents have combined, doesn't matter who has the most money, but have combined, they have the ability to do maybe good for you and put you in a comfortable state. I really feel like it's also your parents' responsibility to put you through a bit of hell in between, so that you are a full-rounded person. Because I feel like the most dangerous thing you can ever do is put your kids in a cocoon.
Yes.
And then the day just as small as a pinch of a needle comes through, they're going to be so scared or so shaken, they won't know how to handle the change. And that's
You're
why
right.
that it is substance abuse. I promise
True.
you, I really feel... What?
No, continue.
I feel like it's your responsibility to let them know there's no sunshine without rain. You know what I mean? And this thing, because I remember the last time I was talking to this one lady, right? And her son asks me, "Kita, you about to price tender?" And the son just is hearing me talking to the mother, right? Then why don't you call the police? I'm like, the police don't come in the ghetto. Mom, the places that, so the kid is totally out of touch.
lost, yeah.
And then about, please don't tell my kids that thing. I'm like, no.
You must fucking
That's
get in
the
touch with
reality.
Exactly. That's my
Nah, how to
shit. So
fucking
imagine, I'm
jump.
like, and she took it personally. She's
And you're
like,
right.
"Get
To say,
traumatized, I wanna hack." I'm
but
like,
this is
you need
a
to
result.
traumatize-
This is a result. That example is a result of my 2000.
but that's, you know what I mean?
This
So-
is why I renal my 2000 because of such examples.
Because I think-
now you want to cocoon him the whole life.
and then
when
the
are you? And I'm
moment
sorry.
everything-
Sometimes it's that thing.
yeah.
You grew up shitty. Now you are now overdoing
But dog,
on your child because now you want to like give him the best.
Because-
But part of the best is actually getting him to be the worst.
And that's why it's very hard for a lot of what I feel. That's why it's hard for a lot of kids. If the dad, and he's like, I'm never gonna feel that pain again. I'm gonna give my kids everything.
Everything.
But if he is smart enough, he'll also see the good in the poverty because it pushed him. So what he does is he makes sure that his kids don't get traumatized by lack. But I'm not gonna buy you everything.
Exactly. My father was like that.
I'm not gonna buy you in white. Nah.
I grew up having a lot of anger who time I lack. Not understand you could, but you don't. Why?
Exactly.
You understand? But now
Yes,
growing up,
bruh.
You understand.
Exactly.
Because time I lack and I got
Bruh, same fucking expression. Same expression.
Time I want 80 bicycle, now I neck. And you understand? But growing up, I'm like, fuck.
I remember there was a time,
Fuck.
you
Now
know,
I
during
understand those.
Now you see he was creating depth and character.
the
inside
BlackBerry
of you.
days, when every kid like had a BlackBerry, I go to my father, I'm like, hey, pops, may you please buy me a BlackBerry thingy? He was like,
But all of your ass and check.
oh, you want a BlackBerry? You've got a phone? She's like, yeah, nah, but you know what. And then I was like, also like, nah, but and it's like, nah, you didn't need a BlackBerry, you know. And I think there was a time when he responded, I don't know what I said, and it's like, nah, BlackBerry ki batho ba sebetsang. And I was like,
I actually
yeah,
bought
but my
myself
cousin,
because I was
like,
working.
yeah, I was like, yeah, but my cousin has one, you know. And he was like, yeah, well, maybe with Reka if you know you could work as well. I'm like, fuck, bruh. At the time, like Kagiso said, you look at your father and you think
Fucking
you can
asshole.
buy like fucking 20 of these, like hundreds of these, and throw them in the fucking water. Just buy me one. You can have one. But as that thing, Yare, when I look at it now, and I'm thinking that was actually teaching me something. Because if I had it easy to say, I'm telling you, man. I'll be a piece of shit.
That will be related to Chicco Twala. Once at Skolongo, Mahata ba entwana rivalwen. You fucked up. We're taking you with us. Skolongo, I get once you're still a minor, they can't just hand you over to the police. At least they either act as your guardian or your parent must be present. But for only the time. Naki Yokipito. Time, Naki Yokipito. So it's 5 minutes away from school. Understand? And I remember there was a saying, if you fuck up, makataw bata, kaulata kulunting ko kawo na maka. Shit.
You know, what you're saying, Nate, it's actually exactly what I'm thinking about Chicco Twala, because if his son started at Khutsubanali 16, you can imagine, because at 16 years he doesn't have that much money. So he started stealing then because he needs to buy a fix.
He might not have stolen it. He has pocket money.
He's been shielding him since.
That's what I want to say, Khuli. If from the first case again, I'm going to Azanga Mushilde. You can imagine if Anali 16, he's now 39. Utadilu to Anali 16. Went to over 30 rehabs. That's probably 30. Like almost 1 million. 30 rehabs only. And he's been stealing. I remember there was a video a couple of years back. Amumura ko Orlando police station because he was arrested. Amumurela ko teng yena Chicco. He wishes Vele he was involved in this case Yasenzo because he's tired of him. He needs to get arrested. You can imagine he's been stealing for so long and a Chicco and Samushilda. Maybe if Amukube for the first time, he would have gone.
He was supposed to, I'm going back to what we're saying. You're supposed to make sure your kids feel this pain. Because right now, at this age, you must make sure that you and it's just that we shield it and say it's trauma. It's we're not trying to. I feel that rejection. I feel you because it creates understanding and resilience. I can't teach you Sonali 39, Sonali 25. Yes, literally with my son right now. For example, like Uncle would say example, right? If we're about gentle parenting, no, Nana, don't do that. And my son does something wrong once. Like for example, something happened during the week, right? My youngest son. I remember there was something he was doing. I was straightening my weave, right? So, these cute small straighteners. Okay. So, Mama, baba, choo choo.
Yeah.
Mama, choo choo. I get choo choo. Kare baba, choo choo. Kaibe. Come on, come to Tula. Because that's the only thing that will teach him that
I saw a video.
He was not going to stop going there.
An event.
And he burned.
He was never going to stop.
Sometimes you need to burn your fingers. And that's so literal, but very thingy. I saw a video recently where Nababile Kerese burning with the baby. And this baby kept like playing her fingers on the flame, doing this, trying to like hold the flame. And then eventually, she just literally put her hand there.
Very good.
Brother, come back from there. Because that thing,
she will never do. When she sees a candle now, she will never do it again.
Yeah.
So I think
it's very important.
Or when now I've got this thing. Actually, my mom has this thing. How about Mamela?
You're on your own.
Because we're now, you did it. You are going. Because that's the only way for you to feel the punishment of what you've done. If I'm gonna shield you, then you're gonna do it again.
They're gonna keep on doing, because guys.
So just go.
The depth of the embarrassment and the fear and the when you go through that is what builds your character.
It has to, dog. Because at that point you're not gonna stop, because you're always gonna think you're gonna get away with it.
But anyway, Sundowns, let's move, because this is moving into a parenting episode. Which is shout out to all the parents actually, or brothers or cousins or big brothers and big sisters who actually make sure people go through and suffer the repercussions of their actions. That's the only way we're gonna have responsible people.
Exactly.
You can't be responsible if you don't have to.
Can I say something in passing?
Yeah.
There must be a healthy balance.
Absolutely.
Some people think they teach you a lesson, but it's just abuse.
Yeah, it's just abuse.
That's true.
So if it's
and that's why they stop corporal punishment.
But that's why it's nice having both parents present.
So
because for example, my father was the villain, my mother was the hero, and they would balance each other out. But it's difficult if you're alone and you're trying to balance the scale.
It is.
You don't know if you're going too far or if you're being too lenient.
True.
But going back to the point, shout out to the people that do it safely within without
Perfect.
abusing and but
Perfect.
doing
Yeah.
it well.
Mara, I think safe is also the skills of idla maphepha kusasa ntwana yami uzoba grand angizingeni wena ukusaphinda uyindle but sometimes the guys you can't even lead this because you're not a soccer baby.
Yeah.
Shame. So
Not a
sad.
chance.
Shit, it's me again.
Not a chance.
So, remember I told you guys the other day, Khuli, South Africa has been on a winning streak, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because we did so well, thanks to
Atrikas. Sorry.
Ronwen Williams, the Sundowns goalkeeper, because we did so well in the AFCON when they started, remember? So he was... No, we actually had this conversation on the podcast.
We did last winter.
I remember him talking about how we are on a winning streak.
No, I'm talking now like way months back,
okay.
right? So, because he was doing so well in that tournament, which is the African Cup of Nations, he got nominated for the highest award show, the soccer or football in the world. I don't know if you've heard of Ballon d'Or. Have you? You haven't?
Ballon?
Ballon d'Or.
What does that stand for?
Shit.
It's the highest honor you can get as a football player.
Oh,
Shit.
yeah.
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting.
He got nominated there in the category of the
Is it a national
goalkeepers.
thing? International thing?
International, my nigga.
Shit.
And an African player doesn't just get
Yeah,
nominated
true,
there,
you're right.
I don't know
especially,
what LSG is saying.
especially
You're right.
a African-based player.
Yeah, African
Never.
based player. Yeah, true.
Never.
So I don't know what LSG is saying. Ne? I'll just read this tweet so you guys can understand the context.
To give
of it.
context.
Thank you.
Ronwen Williams has been nominated for the Yashin Trophy at the 2024 Ballon d'Or Award. He is the first goalkeeper to be nominated for a club while playing for an African club. So he's the first African club player ever or goalkeeper ever to be nominated for such a category. So that's one of the histories he made. He was nominated as the best goalkeeper at AFCON 2023. He had 4 clean sheets at AFCON 2023.
No, he actually won goalkeeper of the tournament.
In
Not
goal-
nominated only.
Is it?
Won, yeah.
Legit.
Yeah,
Fuck.
he won.
Fuck. Hats off to
He
him.
got the golden glove.
Yo, there's a golden
But-
glove?
But what
Actually,
he
he's a
did
goalkeeper,
basically
Yeah,
so
no, I
the
understand.
trophy
I'm
is
just
like
saying,
a
like,
club,
you,
yeah.
is history, dog.
That's
Basically, it's like
amazing.
winning a Grammy Award
Yeah,
for a category no one has ever won before.
yeah.
Shit.
He's him. He's him.
He's him like he is Himothy.
He's him. That is why I was telling you guys that South Africa has been on a fucking winning streak ever
and
since
the
last
medals
year,
we've been
dog.
taking also at
And
the
Fana
Olympics.
medals, the runners, they
Also,
won
the Bokkers are
again.
doing
The Bokkers
Yeah,
won
they
yesterday.
won
Doing
yesterday.
good.
Fucked
But
up.
yeah, they must fucking
Bafiti fucked
few
up,
rounds
but
right
but-
now.
50 fucked up, my nigga. Come on.
Ano mong orange ka le pantiti mo ka number mo.
Le pantiti.
Bona with the numbers is.
Ah, Karen.
Come on.
Right at the end of the show.
Che, Muchichi.
We had a few BTWs that I think just feel like we should brisk past actually. So I don't know, NBA young 12 baby mamas, 12 kids.
Oh,
That
NBA young
one is
boy.
crazy.
Apparently, he's expecting his 12th or he's had his.
How old is this human being?
I saw Shakil date.
No,
Wow.
He's 24.
He's having a child like
Wow.
every
He's not even
20.
25 yet.
Okay, what are these different? Obviously different.
Obviously.
His baby
dog.
mama's kicking one after me.
When he was 18, he had 5 kids. No, he's a rapper, so he also has that popularity. And you know,
Oh, look at young boy, NBA. Guys, in my head, I look at NBA young boy. I'm thinking maybe look at one our player young
no,
NBA.
the
So his
rapper.
name NBA stands
That's
for
his
Never
name.
Broke Again.
Oh,
Abbreviated is NBA.
okay. Now let the nigga cook. He's cool. He's good.
So no computer level.
Hollywood rich is responsible rich because you know you'll be rich for life.
24
Ah, I know
years
that's
of
rap.
age.
Yeah, but
24.
one of his baby mamas give Floyd May.
How many baby mamas?
Yes, 10.
I don't even know, though.
I guess
10 baby mamas.
it's 10.
Bang 10 baby mama.
Makes sense.
Uka,
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, if that's the case, then he's just running wild and he's,
At 24, dog.
It's ridiculous, bro. We were more responsible, but hey.
Oh, okay. We're moving to the
At
next one.
that time, this is 20.
Shout out to Selena Gomez for becoming a billionaire, self-made billionaire by the age of 33. Shout out to Selena Gomez, man. I don't like what Justin did to you. I thought you were going to get married, but it's cool. Wreck that paper, girl. Wreck it.
Justin who?
Justin
Bieber.
Bieber. And then Conor McGregor. What's going on there? He's running for presidency?
He's pulling a Kanye stunt. He says he wants to run for president in Ireland in 2025.
Now, personally, guys, that's it from me. Do you have any closing remarks? And everyone.
Which celebrity? Let me close it with the question. Which celebrity do you think would make a good president in this country?
In this country?
Vusi Tembagwa.
Yeah.
Damn, that was quick.
Yes.
You thought about
definitely.
Yeah, I can't know.
My man, don't say definitely. I need your
hurt the fuck up.
Yeah, I should.
Yes.
Hurt the fuck up. No, that guy is smart.
My man, I need you.
He
I
is
need
on
yours. I need yours. Definitely for him.
No,
yes.
like I was going to go with him as well. Definitely.
Vusi Tembagwa as well. Yeah.
I've always said
I
that.
didn't have a name, but when he said that, I was like,
I've always said
Okay,
that.
what did you think of before he said that?
I didn't have, but when he said that, I was like, oh,
Who
absolutely.
did you think of before?
Honestly speaking, ever since I knew Vusi and ever since I followed him, I always thought, you know what, my man, you should be fucking the one in there. And I've also once read or watched a video of his where he was like, he'll never actually go for presidency.
Ndombela.
Who, Alfred? Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry. Okay. Pardon me.
Shit, when last did I hear about Alfred
Alfred
Ndombela?
Ndombela, are you for real,
I'm
sir?
sorry, man. I can read the Ndombela. My mind is on celebrities. Hello.
But I think
You know who I think would have made a great president, but maybe not now, maybe back then. But maybe now because he's a bit older now.
Just say the name.
He's over his shenanigans, but he never had one.
Just say the name.
How, Chief?
Fuck.
No recruiter.
Right, this guy's like,
I'm building anticipation.
yes. And it's working so well.
We are waiting on you.
No, I think Zola.
Zola who 7?
Yeah.
I get why you say at that
Nah, I
time.
think-
Minister, yes.
I think Zola.
Yeah,
Minister, not a president.
I think
Minister of Arts and Culture.
I think Zola
Or
has.
social security.
Yeah, what?
Or social security.
I know he had these shenanigans of being accused of GBV back in the day and whatever shit.
But it's got potential.
But he's a no, you know.
I think the reason why you think
used to-
that is because he's more on the philanthropist side
is.
of life.
But,
True.
but
you
Zola
must not.
Yes, once came to public, Bakupabam donated, he wasn't doing well. For him, on his life, he's already at that point. As a country, we'll be fucking up. That's why,
Yeah,
as a minister,
mismanagement.
No, that's
Where-
why I was saying maybe back then, not now.
Man, that's like as
Back
a
then,
minister,
you must remember
he
he
would
was-
do well in what he was already doing, meaning youth upliftment, whatever
Yeah.
the case is. But as a rounded person,
Not a fucking chance.
Nah, dog.
how would he
Nah,
pump
my
in
man.
investors? How would
That's
he
what I'm saying.
see
He's
the
a good
country-
philanthropist. However, he has mismanaged,
Look,
and we cannot.
we can.
But then a musician, I would
Also-
rather say Oskido.
Our friend, I'm sorry, you can't
Nah.
fight them. They
He
push
held
you.
it. He held it.
Nah,
Oskido had brains. Okay. But it's a little Kalawa Jasmine, the way.
Mfana, he's got brains maybe for music and business.
Yeah, but you could say
Our
the same thing
businesses-
with Zola.
Business is politics, friend.
No, man, Zola was.
Oh,
You
okay,
need to
why do you
create
say that?
employment.
Give
you
us-
need to make sure you
Give me
pump
3
in
reasons why you say
investments.
that. Why
You need to
feel
make
like
Not easy.
He's thinking. Why?
Let me tell you why. So my grandmother, right, who was working at Mdeni Children's Home, ne, had an encounter, not an encounter, but she used to deal with, well, she's late now, R.I.P.
Where are we going? Oh,
Don't do that. So from dealing with Zola,
he'll wrap up when he's done.
nah, just wrap up.
And we are
Out of here.
same time, place next
I was
week.
trying to build here, so
Yeah,
I realized that
His
I'm
mind
building
was
a mansion.
buffering. His mind was buffering.
Building a mansion.